My name is Caro. I live in New Zealand on a block of land outside a small town near the mountains called Glenorchy. And I'm in my mid-40s and I'm happy and healthy. I don't think everyone who is on a similar journey can say there's that one moment along the path, I guess. And for a while you maybe even chase them, because it fuels you so much when you first time encountered something of that type of connection that you wanna explore more of it. And with this, you're attracting more of those moments, and as more you attract them, and as more as you experience them, suddenly it is your journey. I think the antenna was always there, right from birth, from childhood. You just maybe don't acknowledge it as such, but I certainly always knew that there is some magic happening around me, and I think my parents and those who know me from a childhood can confirm that. And you don't really know until you grow a bit older and understand that there's different forces in life, and that some of these forces can be harnessed and be used and be illuminated. And for some, there's different forces, and for me this was just naturally evolving, I guess, until it became so clear that the whole environment is just communicating through me, not with me. It's not me, they communicate through me, I think. So I guess I developed a bit into an antenna, tuning fork. I don't know. My secret weapon. My secret weapon. Well, as humans and human bodies have 3 receptors and senders of information. The well-known brain we use every day, we have the heart, and we have the gut. And these organs are our organs of perception, and with this I perceive my surroundings, my environment. And I would say most of humanity probably works a lot with the brainwave, uses the brain to make decisions, to judge, to create, to construct. And the heart is the one which is our emotions, which is our felt sensation to the outside world, and that is something that helps you a lot to communicate with other species, especially with plants and with animals, because they have that same frequency, that same thing too. Even though they have no heart, they have the same vibratory frequency like our organ, like the heart. It's the first thing we are born with when humans are created, and through that I communicate, and through that I receive. And my backup body is the gut, because through the gut there's a lot of decision making through the gut in a digested way of the heart. So whatever goes in the heart comes to the gut in a digested form, and you can really rely on that when it is working properly. So I think with these 2 organs of perception and communication, I interact with the environment around me. Well, a sanctuary. A sanctuary is a place of peace and of quietude, but also I found a place of abundance. It's It's a place I go to when I really want to nourish myself. A place where I search for deep insight, wisdom, but I also search for connection or even creativity. All the needs can be met in a sanctuary. That's why it is a sanctuary. Nothing is lacking. Anything is possible in your harmony, the harmony you experience in the sanctuary between yourself and your surroundings. There's no limitations to creations. And so I think creating a sanctuary is naturally for me. And here I have 2.1 hectare to really create little microclimate environments where the vibratory frequency of the plants are just balancing for anyone, because there's such a diversity. I think diversity is an important aspect of any sanctuary. And Broom Hill is just the name. But Broom Hill is it's a story in itself, to be honest, which I will tell later when I'm ready, when we launch Broom Hill Sanctuary, when we bring the public face towards Broom Hill Sanctuary, and I certainly will give you the info to read up. Thank you. Most of all, we wouldn't be here without the plants. The plants give us everything we need. We physically need. We are physical beings. We need physically. We need food, which all the plants provide. We need medicine, which all the plants provide. We need shelter, which all the environment can provide. I don't want to chase us back to the cave times. It's not about that. It's still, the plants give us everything, and I think it's time to understand that a bit deeper and actually harness what they give us. And that's what I'm trying to symbolize here on Broom Hill Sanctuary, really harness the materials and the abundance nature gives us, and in a playful way. How are we relating to the plants? Well, there's so much science on how we are physically relating to the plants. A short version, plants and us are really, really similar in our cell structure. So if you look at the cell of a plant and you look at the cell of a human being, they're almost identical, except that we have iron in the nucleus and plants have chlorophyll in the nucleus. Everything else is the same, so we are physically even related to them. Isn't that funny? But also the connection we have with the oxygen. Without the plants we would not breathe, not 1 minute. So how are we related to them? Well, I think we owe them so much. I'm happy to give back and to nourish and flourish on that relationship plants give us. Yeah. I don't think we're running out. I think we're getting a second opportunity here to really look at how to manage our resources, especially to those new ideas the environment is telling us, how to use resources much more abundantly. So if we really hurry up to create that relationship and that relationship of abundance between the plants, then certain resources will be created, I say. Why are we running out of gas and out of oil and out of metals and out of crystals? Because we're greedy. So, there's always a balance. You don't feed the world, you feed yourself. And if you manage, you feed another one. And if you're really good and you're loving it, you feed another 10. And if those 10s really like it, they're going to give a little bit of time, and then you can grow for 20. But that's about a small scale hobby food production. It takes a lot of dedication for living off the land and with the land of those who want to create that, and a lot of volunteering of those others who want to volunteer on food production. And then don't take it too big. Create that balance, create that harmony, and give yourself time to establish, work the land with this offerings and with this givings, and you will see there's more abundance suddenly there than you ever planted. So that's how you feed your neighborhood, and then, you know, if everybody does that, then we can feed the world. Yeah, but start small. You're right. To feed 20 people is a big job. Yeah. I'm not sure if I can speak here for all of nature when I tune in, because during lockdown I've been locked down. I've been locked down in my little Broomhill sanctuary capsule, and we didn't get out as much as I used to, so I couldn't see the immediate response in the environment. I heard about some stories worldwide, what happened, and that's great. And when we went into, was it the first lockdown? I think it was the first lockdown, because the first lockdown was by the end of summer. Mm-hmm. I was observing my environment and driving through central Otago, and what especially came to my acknowledgement was that St. John's wort was spreading far and wide. It was a very strong year of St. John's wort being recognized, or being in the environment. And so when you know what St. John's wort is for, you know that it is for anxiety and depression. So it was easy for me to see which way we were heading in the district of Otago, which way that winter would be about increase of all sorts of social struggles, increase of suicide, increase of depression, increase of people who really struggle with keeping balance and keeping realities apart in their minds, being super afraid of financial burden and all sorts of anxiety, which can come fast and vicious. And St. John's wort is one of the plants that can help, so are many others. And it just showed for me, it was just clear to see what's happening with the consciousness of us when you see what the plants are signaling. It is, and that is the beauty why when you walk that journey for so long and you have so many little observations of these wonders happening with the plants around you, if you really understand that, then as more as you collect, as more true it becomes, to be honest. I'm more upset with what happened since there's no lockdown anymore, and how we actually jumped straight back into the same and even worse at some things. I've seen great negative things happening since the lockdowns are over, and I wonder if we really were listening only that little. So I know, the funny thing is we're sitting here in an environment where I can't eat anything. It's beautiful here, and I love it how the Hiwis, it's just so young and dry here, but here's nothing eatable yet, so otherwise I would nibble on something and show how does eating my environment amps up my intuition. It balances me, it gives me that grounding nourishment of knowing. And when you have that around you all the time, then the intuitive version is the version you wear, is the version you are. And it comes from eating your environment, from drinking your environment, from being with your environment. And that's how it influences me, I think. One message: tune in. Yeah. Look at your own balance. Look truthful at it. Where is your disbalance, and where could you do more to connect in this world around us, in that natural world, and nourish to flourish. Now do little steps towards it. Don't do the big jump at once. Yeah. And follow your intuition, follow your heart, be on your path. There's so much good stuff at the moment happening around the world, I believe, and yeah. Thank you for your time here, Emma. It's been great. That's what I want to say.